As they say in the old country, let's try that again. So we are back. Hopefully things are running a little bit smoother. A good reset to the computer usually does it. JSJ, are you there?
I am, in fact, still here.
Alrighty. So, when we left off, I have 10 minutes left in first person to honor.
Oh my god, Captain Crutch.
But, we are back. Yes, Captain Crutch, you are doing exactly what you should be doing, which is referencing the Muppets, because that's always a good thing. So, we're doing a sequel. We're back by popular demand. So what are the new logging mods? So we have new logging cars. We have the Davenport, which I can't see in first person or third person, because I'm honoring what Uncle Sean donated. There's a new sawmill. And we have some new track extensions up with the engine. So, there you go. There's the new high-speed engine for you. Look at that go. It's a speedy boy. Except not. It's kind of like a Shay. Oh my god, this is really messing with my brain. The valve gear is just like, eh.
Valve gear is moving too fast.
Yes. It's a gear drive. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and head straight for L2 first. Drop off those cars, and then we'll go from there. You can kind of see the rods moving from up here, but you can't really. Yeah, EF Spock, I agree. I would still like to see a Shay in the game. I heard at one point people were working on it, but that was months ago. And I really haven't been following that project all that closely, so, you know, we'll see. We shall see. CSX saying, Ragtimer, don't geared locomotives have like utterly volcanic firebox draft due to the rapid cylinder RPM? I am not an expert on geared locomotives. I would say maybe. Maybe? I mean, I can't tell with this game because you can never tell. But, and Barrett Heil, hello. How much coal and water do we have? Enough. We have enough. So, JSJ.
That is my name.
I have to ask, what did you think of the drawing of the layout that General put together?
I loved it. It was great. Honestly, if your layout doesn't look exactly like that photo, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What General did, you know, made me feel a certain way, and you know, it's really emotional. You know, he put a lot of work into it, and it looks great. So I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Yep. So for those who are wondering,
Yeah, has the general public even seen this photo?
No, and I don't know if they should, because it reveals a bit about me that I'm not sure I don't want out. But the long and short of it is, Ragtimer's backyard got graded finally, which means that Ragtimer can finally actually build like I've wanted. And William Russamato, thank you for the $20, saying, here's some more pain and misery for you, Angry. Well, that means I now have 25 minutes I have to be in here. So I'll add that on to the end counter. Again, for those who are wondering what this all means, if you donate, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a sticker, whether it's a membership, basically it equates to $1 a minute that I am then in first person and I cannot get in third person. So if you want Ragtimer to be in pain and suffering mode because he can't see shit from this engine, that's how you do it. But I will say that it could also counteract that if you say, no, here's the same amount, don't do it, it will counter. So if you ever want to see third person train go burr,
did we summon him? I feel like we summoned him.
I heard talk of Model Railroad.
So, General, for everyone's knowledge, most likely not joining us today, but he is watching the stream to monitor and call us out on our BS. So anyways, 2 nights ago? 3 nights ago? Time has no meaning anymore.
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
And JSJ, thank you for the 50 months of membership. Take like 5 minutes off. Thank you.
Quick question. What the hell is the gearing on that locomotive?
It's a speedy boy. Look at that gear.
I'm confused, but intrigued. What is it?
I don't know what the gear ratio is on the Davenport. I just know it's going damn fast for 18 miles an hour.
That is just getting it, just wee. So yes, anyways, continuing on this one.
So Ragtimer's backyard got graded finally. Ragtimer then decided that a final revision needed to be made before layout construction began because the way they graded it, it kind of changed how the flow would work in the backyard. So, double up the sound again. Okay. We'll fix that here. But basically, I kind of described to General, here's what the space is that we're working with, and General ran crazy with coming up with a design that frankly is pretty awesome. But then added a bunch of silliness to it at the same time.
So, I was going to ask, I know you said you didn't want to post pictures of your backyard because it would reveal a lot about you, but you could technically show off the silliness.
Let me see if I can access the silliness.
It's in staff chat.
It is in staff chat.
Actually, is the most updated version in staff chat? No, the most updated version is not in staff chat.
Oh, there's been an update?
Minor one.
How minor are we talking here?
Hold on. It was just, I added an industry. In the bottom right-hand corner.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, let me see if I can pull this up here. Give me a second.
Kind of related to that, I did also make. I made something to go with that. Hold on. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Oh.
Okay. So for those who are wondering, here's the layout design. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see the beauty that is the backyard model railroad plan. This is not the final. We're putting it in Rail Modeler Pro for the final. But as you can see, we have such beautiful things as the Rock Ridge Tunnel. We have Buster Pass, Keaton Tunnel, named after my favorite silent comedian, Buster Keaton. You have the Brer Logging Company and the Remus Sawmill. You have the Last Dime Trestle, which was definitely not named after the Blazing Saddles line. Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Load of dimes, yeah.
And then that has Jackson Lake. You have Logging Branch Line BS potentially. You have the Fire Pit kind of in the center of that. The Flanagan Mining Company. The Banana for Scale, because you always need a banana for scale.
Yes.
You have Dolan's Dehydrated Water. Al's Homemade Pies. Remember, for the pies, they're not pies. They're bombs.
Actually, if
they
you
were
if
made
you zoom
in a
in,
bomb factory. I can't zoom in, unfortunately.
A bomb
sucks.
factory.
Yeah.
They're bombs.
There may or may not be a fuse coming out of that pie.
Yes. And then it has the roundhouse area and all of that. All right, I have 15 minutes left for...
There's a second photo, Mr. President.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So...
and it's going to be 1 to 20.3.
Yes, this is the other thing that goes with it, is the Dolan's Genuine Certified, Bona Fide, Guaranteed, Authentic Dehydrated Water. It's a thing, guys. It's a total thing.
It's dehydrated water. Just add water.
Yes. And there was no second banana for scale. But
Also, I forgot there's a stupid watermark in that now because the cap wing has become stupid.
yes. So that's the very rough version of the layout. As I said, we're putting in Rail Modular Pro.
Question for you: did you just trap your caboose?
Yes.
Just gonna
Maybe I
leave it there?
intended that. Yeah, maybe it's the work car for the workers.
Is that a weight car?
That's a Huntington and Broad Top Mountain caboose.
Oh, look at that! That's adorable.
It's a little dude.
That's adorable. I love it. Jack's Mountain Logging Company. Huh.
Yes.
I think that just turned it brown. It looked like it got
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
worked a bit, but oh well.
the hitbox on that thing must be screwy.
Yes. Okay.
The she shed.
Yes. She shed, tabby she shed. Okay, so logs will go ahead and get logging up here. We may need to come back and do a second log trip because I don't think this car, or we technically have 2 cars here that we could fill up with logs. We're either got to buy or spawn a few mores in, but we'll see here.
CSX asking if I know anything about geared locomotives. That depends on what you're asking about with geared locomotives.
I think in reference to what gear ratio that Davenport has.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I could probably find out.
God, look at
But
those
no, I
wheels
haven't-
fly. That's like super speed. That's like a Climax or a Heisler level of
Yeah.
Climax level of stupidity.
But yeah, I have no idea about any of the like Davenport geared locomotive things.
Frankly, I'd never heard of it until this got announced
Yeah.
in the game. So
I mean, it's one of those things I think I kind of had an idea that they existed, but I'd never really had it visualized to me. Because the words Davenport and geared just never seem to clash well
yeah,
in my mind.
Davenport and Diesel I know of.
Well, and I know Davenport from like the little dudes like the little trench locomotives that they made.
Yeah.
Is the air draft on geared locomotives a lot more extreme than a normal steam locomotive because of the high cylinder RPM?
Probably.
So, well, typically on geared locomotives, I think the cylinders are a lot smaller. So you have a less violent exhaust beat, but a more frequent exhaust beat. So it's more of it's a steadier draft, because I mean, if you think about it, like for Shays, for example, instead of just the chugga chugga, we know it's got the 3 cylinders. It's the chugga 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 chugga. So with like the 2-cylinder ones, like I said, the cylinders are a lot smaller, so I don't think it's that much more intense. It's just a lot more frequent.
Okay, I just got a message sent to me from Dark Rider 0X confirming Davenport Locomotive Works were well known for the manufacture of rod-type steam locomotives. Less known were the small quantity of geared steam locomotives they produced. The design of these geared was a unique combination of gearing and conventional rod-type technology. The company claimed locomotives had the attractive effort of a standard geared locomotive with speed similar to a conventional rod locomotive. 2 types were produced. One, a duplex with 2 independently powered geared trucks that swiveled, so basically a Heisler. And then a fixed frame rod type rated with supplemental gearing.
Hold on, you said duplex with individually powered trucks, right?
Yes, let me send you the link that was sent to me.
That'd be the duplex. Then, if it's individually powered trucks, that sounds closer to like a Malay.
The link will reveal all. So there were only 23 of these things made.
Yeah.
From November 1919 to August 1925. And
also, I hope I answered your question, CSX. I'm sorry, I didn't
go
mean to...
ahead and drop a few more of these cards up here.
I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
No, you did. Don't lie.
Yeah, so that looks more like a... It is kind of like a Malay locomotive. Actually, no, it's more like a Garrett. Because the cylinders are centered, like opposed, facing towards the center of the locomotive.
Oh shit, I never set that timer. 15 minutes on the clock. Also,
so yeah,
I do not know what the Baldwin Weed Eater is. Me, Metal Mike.
The duplex, the duplex really looks like a Garrett, just slightly geared, and then the fixed frame. You know what the fixed frame kind of reminds me of?
Mom?
No, the geared rack and pinion locomotives from like the... Oh, what's the railroad? The COG Railroad.
The COG, CAWG?
Yes. The COG. They kind of remind me of the COG locomotives, because the COG locomotives were geared sort of like that, weren't they?
Yes. They are.
And they're like that, just angled.
Yes. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, this was extended quite a bit. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Is JSJ actually online with you or no?
Yep.
What's JSJ doing?
I am role-playing Midland.
Role-playing Midland.
Yep.
Oh, you're
But you can't
running
guess
the
what that
passenger
means.
train. Running the passenger train.
Yep.
Well, all right. So let's ask the question. What locomotive are you using, and what whistle do you have on it?
Fructifino and the CN6 or the CN5, whatever.
And Solaris the Long Hollow Railhead for
And-
$1.99 saying, so what's your opinion of Vulcan locomotives?
And you fail because you did not. You're not impersonating Midland perfectly. You do not have a Reading 6 on there.
Fuck the Reading 6.
Hey!
I got a CN step top type train.
My opinion of Vulcans, I really don't know much about them.
I like.
I know of them, but I would say like the smaller little dudes are cool. And thank you, Dark Rider ZX, for your helpful knowledge, which is helpful.
I like them because, well, when I think of Vulcan, I think of like the little 040s.
That's what I think of.
Yeah, like, isn't the chicken Vulcan?
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think. Vulcan mostly made like the little saddle tank locomotives. Because that's at least what my mind instantly jumps to is like the little saddle tank 040s. Yeah, I like them.
Yep.
They didn't
Reading
really make
Hooters
them
are pretty good though.
Yes. Did Vulcan made narrow gauge stuff, didn't they?
Maybe.
I feel like they did.
And also, Angry General JSJL know that 4-truck shays exist. Yes. I know that
Yes.
the Maurer Lumber Company over in Cass had them for a bit. I think they're a little much. I think 3-truck shays are the ultimate in shay technology. The 4 is just too chunky. The 2s are a little too small. And that
Yes.
is the hill I will die on.
So it looks like the best answer I can come up with is maybe they did. Yeah, because they made some of the. That's right, because they made some of the 2-foot gauge equipment for the main stuff.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, they made some of the Forneys for the main 2-footers. So yeah, they still keeping with the theme of small dudes. Rogers Locomotive Works.
What about Rogers?
Mean Metal Mike asking on the opinion on Rogers Locomotive Works.
I mean, they're an older company.
Didn't they make like a lot of the 10-wheelers?
Yeah, they made 10-wheelers and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of a famous example. Because I think there's some of their 4-4, like some of their Americans still kicking around.
Yeah.
Didn't they make like some really kind of funky tank locomotives too?
Maybe.
Or because I'd like to say like their big wheel wasn't one of their 10. Wasn't it a Rogers 10-wheeler that Casey Jones died on?
Yes.
Because
Hey,
it was an
Solaris,
Illinois
I know-
Central.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kind of talking out loud. Go for it.
No, you're right. They did. Rogers did build the one that Casey Jones' dad on.
Okay.
And then Solaris also saying, and then there's Porters. Well, I rode behind a 1946 Porter today. That counts for something, right?
1946 Porter.
It was a diesel, an 80-ton diesel. It pulled the train on the broad top.
That Porter. I was very confused for a second. West Side Lumber or Yosemite Sugar Pine Lumber?
West Side.
West Side born and raised. Tender Vulcan at the Cowan, Tennessee Railroad Museum. Don't know about that one, Mean Metal Mike, because I thought that it, like, exploded.
The engines decided to explode?
The 10-wheeler that Casey Jones was riding.
How's that
So that
traction
was
motor
like-
on the Porter holding up? The Porter's doing just fine after we did a lot of work to it. And that's all I'll say about the condition of that engine. I almost had to get in the nose again to check
There's central.
the water, the level in the radiator again. Oh, I hear noises.
So, it was repaired.
Batman has subscribed on Prime for 4 months. Thank you. I'm hearing a lot of whistling. Is that from JSJ?
No, I don't know who would be whistling like that.
So yeah, number 382, Illinois Central 382.
Is gone.
Yeah, it is gone. Well, it actually, so they fixed it after the wreck that killed Jones, which was in like 1900. Then in 1903, apparently it derailed because criminals sabotaged the track, flipped on its side, severe, like, causing the loss of both the legs of the engineer and killing the fireman. In 1905, it derailed on a set of points and flipped down an embankment. And apparently the crew survived on that. Let's see. January 1912, it crashed into the rear of another passenger train, resulting in 4 deaths, including the former president of the Illinois Central. And then it was finally scrapped July 1935. So it survived multiple wrecks. And I think I know what it is. So Clinchfield number 99 is another 10-wheeler, and I think they restored it and made it look like 382
I'll show you something that's 382.
at the Casey Jones museum.
Okay.
Yeah, the engine was cosmetically restored as Illinois Central number 382.
JSJ, are you okay if we reset the server real quick? So that way we can actually have loans and stuff for the railroad?
Sure.
Okay. Because I fully intend, once you come to a stop, there's no where are you?
I back at Eastwood.
Oh.
I parked my train. I did two runs. So.
Okay, so then that means I can stop my train.
Stop the big train.
Yes. And I'm going to quickly reset here. Just so
The
we can
actual
get
The actual 382 was also renumbered 3 times to 212, 2012, and then 5012. Yeah, that sounds like a very railroad thing to do.
All right, game's back up, JSJ. Okay, but I'm going to go
Every
ahead and
time
advance time.
Every time you bump the throttle, it sounds like your running gear is going to fly apart.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question. Angry, SP6 or Dergwa 5 chime?
Ooh, that's a tough call.
And Bard Heil, it is actually clinch field number 99 that they have at the Casey Jones Museum that they restored up. Jinxed Locomotive. Not sure. I mean, it definitely had its run-in on accidents, but that sounds more like just poor railroading than anything.
Yes.
Why the hell does Casey Jones have a whole museum? He was one. Well, he became it's American folklore at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of cars for Kirkland. Oh no, that's not Kirkland. That's Ela Farm Supply. And then Kirkland.
And then your mom's house.
JSJ,
Yes.
you might need to drop the passenger train. We have a lot of Kirkland stuff.
Ooh, wait. What was that locomotive I saw?
Oh God.
Wow.
Did I put this on tier 5?
Yeah, I thought you said you did.
Holy shit.
What's the biggest locomotive you have?
Oh boy. This
So
is
what
all
I'm hearing
Kirkland.
is you need the Texas.
So, okay, here's the deal, children. You have a choice. The choice could be to help or hurt
shit.
the
You didn't
ragtimer.
find that switch back to the main, by the way.
Yes. So our options are for big engines. Dear Lord. I've got the Santa Fe, the Burke, a C55, P48, C46, the CNJ G1, or a Mastodon. If people want to, let's put it like this. I'll think about it for a minute or two, but if someone super chats and says, no, you're running with this, then that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Because obviously I can run back up to get logging stuff. But, you know.
Also, Mean Metal Mike, I believe the old 97 was another 10-wheeler. Because it was a southern locomotive, and the Southern liked its 10-wheelers for a while. It was a fast mail train. I don't know the number of it though.
I do not have a T1 in the mod pack. No. Oh, thank God! I'm out of first person for a bit.
Do you have the H?
Nope.
No.
Not in this pack.
What about the Tejas?
Not in this pack.
I thought the Tejas was a default locomotive.
Nope. Okay,
about
so
the
it looks like I mean I could run an N&W 480. Realistic Berg operations. Looks like none of the sawmill stuff is just ready to come down yet. It's still going to take a bit, so we have to run this stuff for
also,
this.
you're getting a suggestion to do a poll for what locomotive.
Yes. Okay, that's actually a good point. Let me put the poll up. But I will say
Also,
that if someone decides to super chat to override the poll, they can do that. Let's see. The poll options are.
I really like those Kabisi out back there, by the way. They're nice. Nice looking. Little River.
Options are
Might below it.
F71. Let's see. I'm going to get 3 options here. Or the C55. All right, people. YouTube voters, you are now in control of my fate here. I still don't know how to do that on Twitch, and I'm sorry. So I'm going going to go ahead and move the little Davenport out of the way here. Just 'cause,
I mean, it's got enough gearing that it might be able to move it.
and haha, Solaris, a big boy. There's no big boy on this roller.
Yet.
Nice try.
Oh wait, is that the Skooks in the shed?
That is Skooks, but Skooks is like a L27.
Skooks is
27,000 pounds of tractive effort.
Skooks is sad. Skooks is cool.
UPGTELAB. What does that mean, JSJ?
The
What do you
Union Pacific GTEL A and B.
I'm assuming that's a
I
diesel.
Dismals.
Yes, diesel.
Good thing I didn't add any modded diesels, and there's not even F units in this pack right now.
What do you mean?
There are no F units in this pack.
But
The only diesels we have is the SD7, GP9, and SW1.
then how the hell am I looking at all of them?
They might
You
be in
still
your
have
game,
them
but I
installed.
don't have
deleted
them on
my
mine.
log files.
Also, CSX is asking what kind of logging operation would require a 4-truck shay, a big one. Weren't they hauling weren't they using it to haul coal and shit too?
Well, I mean, Western Maryland Big 6 was made for coal primarily, I think.
Yeah. But the 4-truck was actually on logging, right?
Yes.
Because that was back where they were doing redwood logging and stuff, right? The big sequoias.
Yes. I'll show you my big Kosovo. What?
Your big redwood.
Yes. All right, it's currently tied, or not tied. No, actually, it is tied. 45% for the F71, and then 45% for Norfolk and Western.
Norfolk and Western just went ahead.
All right, we have 12 votes in. I'm going to leave it until there's 20 votes. So
Also,
we need 8 more people to cast their vote. While people are voting, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button on the stream. I know we had to restart the stream because of issues with connection, but hitting the like really does help with the YouTube algorithm to help people discover what we're up to. So it doesn't cost you a dime. So I'd appreciate it if you did that. So thank you.
Bard Hall, yes, the details are the turbine locomotives. The big steam. I think they were steam. Were they steam turbine or gas turbine? I think they were gas turbines. Also, you're getting asked Dergwa 643 or Dergwa 491.
I don't know what the 643 is, so 491 by default. Okay, we're at 15 votes, and right now the Norfolk and Western 480 is in the lead. So I need 5 more people to vote, and then I'll get whatever people vote for, unless somebody out trumps that. So coal or gas turbine? A lot of them were gas turbines. I know there was some steam engines that were technically like a coal turbine, but
The Pensy did like experiments with the turbine. It was just like horrendously inefficient. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. All right, I think people are pretty much locked and loaded with the CA40. So,
yeah, gas electric turbine, or gas turbine electric rather.
all right, Mastodon time.
I think its biggest thing was it was running off of fuel that they could get really, really cheap. Yeah, they did experiment with coal burning turbines. I know that much.
Anchor, if you wouldn't mind checking staff chat, Darian actually has a very helpful piece of advice.
Oh. Can't hear the bell. Am I just an idiot?
WMSR 734 or SPNS 700.
Excellent. There's no
Mr.
bell right now with this engine.
Mr. Ragtimer, your comments.
What?
Westmer 734 or SPNS 700.
William Rossamato, thank you for the $5. Did anyone fix the issue with the H6? You don't have to use it if it still is a problem. I don't have that installed right now because it still was having issues. Let's see. Do we have the Norfolk and Western whistle here? N&W Hooter. There we go. That's some raw Hooter action. Now we are officially burking this bitch up. All right.
A Swedish turbine Connie.
Ugh.
Huh.
All right, we will return with your logging bullshit momentarily, but for now, we have to... oh, wait, I need to be in first person. Damn it. All right. First person
about
for 5 minutes.
The thing about... Alright, so CSX says the thing about turbine locomotives is they're most fuel efficient at constantly high RPM. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a jet engine in a sense. Well, I mean, it essentially is a jet engine in the sense of it takes a lot to get it up to speed, but once it gets up to speed, it's fairly efficient. I think the biggest thing is it still uses a lot more fuel, especially at like idle, versus a conventional engine.
Oh, thank you, William. I am free from my first-person hell.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you, O Glory and Mightiest William Rossamato. All right. Time for the big train. I got 36 cars, about 1,100 tons. So let's go.
Yeah, exactly. At low speeds, I mean, and think about how many times that trains have to sit waiting for like signals or something like that.
You're gonna put all of that together, right?
Should I?
And then we're gonna double head.
Okay. For you, I'll do that. If it was general, I might say no.
Wow. Okay. You got another locomotive question from. You got another locomotive question from me to Metal Mike.
N&W 1218 or DM and IR 223 Yellowstone. I've never seen the Yellowstone, therefore 1218.
Yellowstones are kind of cool, but 1218 because N&W. Wasn't the Yellowstone more powerful than the big boy?
I don't know.
Yeah, that tracks CSX. I think GE also did like some experiments with gas turbine powered cars that could burn like virtually anything remotely flammable. I think they took it around demonstrating it, and at one point they ran it off of like fryer oil or something like that.
Fryer?
Also,
I barely know her.
Yeah. Also horrendously inefficient.
Just like me, horrendously inefficient.
Well, gas turbines are not inherently inefficient. They're actually a really good thing. You know, they're good technology. There's a reason why we use them in things like power plants and tanks and things like that. If it wasn't a good technology, we wouldn't use it like anywhere. It's just it has specific applications. Also, I don't think he threw the switch.
Oh, shit. I blame society and me and Mike.
Yes. Also, it looks like you have the results of the poll.
Yes, it was the 480. Norfolk and Western superiority. Angry switches aimed the right way, thank you.
There are no wrong switches in Bossing Say.
Yes.
Remember, there's no missed switches, only unexpected adventures.
Yes.
Unless
God,
the track is
this is
occupied.
now 65 cars.
Who were you just shoving down the line?
Me?
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Just wedged between the cars.
Welcome to the coal road.
Surprised a certain somebody's not here. Just summoned by the sheer essence of coal.
And NW. Solaris
Yes.
Railroad fan saying $1.99. Turbines is very few moving parts.
Yes. But it's a lot. It is very few moving parts, but it's a lot of parts that need to be very well balanced, or else the whole thing becomes a big metal shredder.
I like metal shredders. That's what I called my ex-girlfriend. Oh!
Yes, Knight pointed out it was line wrong. What?
Don't worry about
You
it.
aren't getting yelled at.
Oh boy, this is going to be one hell of a toot-toot.
We weren't yelling at you, CSX. We were just saying that there's happy little accidents. That's all there is here.
It's like my birth.
No, CSX doesn't know why CSX yelled when you had already pointed it out.
CSX doesn't know. Oh. Yeah, you gotta remember, there's like a how many second delay between YouTube and what's actually happening?
Okay. Oh, I used my brakes. That might have hurt me.
Uh-oh.
Wilmington and Western.
The W.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah, Mean Metal Mike was saying, sad to see the Wilmington and Western not in operation. Is what it is.
Yes. Oh, my engine isn't even moving yet. Sheesh.
That's okay, your helper engine is barreling around the corner.
What if I don't want to barrel?
Well, too
What
bad.
if you want to roll?
With the punches?
Barrel roll.
Well,
Press A to shoot.
25 is a good speed to couple, right?
what?
Yeah, it's fine. It's automatic couplers. You don't have none of that. Yeah, I just thought of something. I'm not playing, and you guys are finally back to actually having automatic couplers. Not that stupid chain.
Link and pin bullshit.
Yeah. Lincoln chain. chain and ball.
Something, and torture.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you just applied the brake there on the...
Yeah. Apparently G-Tels were banned in Los Angeles.
What now?
G-Tels were banned in Los Angeles. Also, for whatever reason, my frame rate
I'm
is...
sorry. I'm just imagining a ginormous gas turbine just whooshing through downtown Los Angeles, just a constant, loud, high-pitched whine. Sounds like a freaking 747 just sitting on ground level. I would actually pay money to see one of those things roll through downtown Los Angeles. I think it'd be hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get me some water.
Did you hear that, kids? He's drinking water. Like, not a cat.
Remember, kids, hydrate. This is a threat.
Remember, children, only drink purified bath water from your favorite OnlyFans celebrity. That's where the real minerals come in.
Oh yeah, did I tell you someone got back to me finally on a certain thing?
Was it the thing you're talking about with me before?
I have talked to you about it before, but it's not the most recent thing. It was the other thing involving me reaching out to a museum.
Oh, no.
So, I just got an email an hour ago from one of the owners of the Locomotive.
Oh?
And he said... I need to try to reach out to him tomorrow. But he said that, I understand you are interested in building a live Steam, version of that locomotive. Sounds like a good project. The drawings that have been done have problems, ! Side views are pretty good, but the end view is wrong. The cab is 8 feet wide, not 6 feet as drawn. I do have some plans from Lima. There were 2 locomotives built to this plan, one standard gauge, one narrow gauge. I like to talk on the phone. Gave me his phone number. Evening is best for calling.
Cool.
So, I might have an in on some real inside knowledge. Yeah. Yes, so I have an in on the Argent Locomotive.
Excellent.
Yes. So I'm probably right now I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off with work and stuff. So probably tomorrow when everything's a little more calm, I'll try to call him and see, because he's, I'm guessing, like 2 hours behind us.
Yes. Solaris, yes, the one at Hershey is a real steam engine. It just runs on propane. All right, Jason, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
It's a Crown, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, a little Crown 2 foot.
Sir, your headlight. Thank you for playing it safe. Apparently the UPG tells were nicknamed Big Blows.
I wonder why.
It's funny to hear the difference in the, I don't want to say gearing, but the difference in the driver setups between the two locomotives, because your locomotive's back there chuff, 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 and JSJ's is barely. Starting to get into its rhythm.
Just like my heart.
Wait, what is JSJ using?
CNJ G1.
Oh. Eh. Hey, you know what you could do?
What?
You could attach the passenger cars to the end of the train
Nope.
and just take them with you.
Nope, not happening.
But it could.
And look
This
at
is
those mighty
objective
Pennsylvania
30
Railroad
plus
cars.
right.
The big blow sucked. Boo!
And yes, Barrett, how I have heard of the King of the Hill reboot. I'm excited to see what they do with that. But it's sad that I
I'm
mainly
wondering-
know King of the Hill for the YouTube poops of it. If anyone's not sure, just look up Durham Rocker Z.
I'm gonna go down to Taco Bell and get me a blast.
God, my FPS is just dropping right now.
I do like the white walls on the Pacific.
All right. So here's the good news. We've cleared out the yard, which means that the next batch of cars will come in. And hopefully they're the logging stuff that we need. Why is Bro lagging so much? Because lots of cars and lots of stuff. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Probably isn't helping that you're also streaming in Discord as well.
Oh, that's right, I am. Yeah, that immediately boosted it by like 9 frames.
Yeah.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? All I want is a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Hey, JSJ, you got that clip?
Oh, keep forgetting to. Shit.
Forgetting the
Un
shit.
momento, por favor.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, CSX. Just 737 sitting in the middle of downtown Los Angeles. Just, yeah, I can see that being issues.
Yeah.
Amtrak Broadway Limited or Amtrak Empire Building?
I want
Amtrak
pictures
Southern.
of the train. Try to explain to Hank what an NFT is. Yes.
Yes. To answer your question, Mean Metal Mike, Amtrak Southern. No, Amtrak Crescent, excuse me.
Northeast Regional, baby.
Because I'm biased like that. And that's about the only Amtrak I got. There actually is a surprising amount of Amtrak around me. I just don't know where it goes. Well, I mean, it's like every now and then I'll be at a crossing and I'll just see like an Amtrak train blaze by, but it's got like 2 cars on it. I think I actually saw one with like a singular passenger car. It was like a oh, what's the new locomotives that they use? not a P40. What was it? One of the Genesises, I think.
Sega Genesis?
Maybe. I think it was one of the Genesis P40s. Maybe. No. Yes. No. It might be one of the Genesis. It was either one of the Genesis P40s or like the Genesis P32s.
And William Romano, thank you for the $20 saying that Turbine would be more obnoxious with the Hancock Long Bell 3 chime sitting in downtown LA.
Yes. ACL 42.
Or a Siemens Charger, maybe?
It might have been an ACL 40. Yeah, it was an ACL 42. So, but anyways, I digress. It was an ACL 42 with a singular passenger car that just blazed through in like 2 seconds flat. Nope. Jeez.
There it is. All right, JSJ, we should probably start drifting.
Actually, you know what? It might have been one of the P59s. Like the P59 PHI. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah. Yeah, it was one of the P15 PH. Well, now I've outed my location, I guess, or one of two locations, I guess.
Whoa.
I am not familiar with Amtrak equipment so much.
So I just had a thought, which is rare that happened. We might run out of track with how many hoppers we have.
That sounds like a skill issue. Did you know that Amtrak has a SW1 in their roster?
Yeah, it's in DC.
Yeah. It's 1941 1941.
Oh.
Jeez.
Um.
Apparently they also have...
We might make it.
Apparently they also have an 80-tonner. An SW1000. SW1500 and an SW1001. Huh. Oh yeah, the cabbage. Forgot about cabbage.
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 Okay. I think it's gonna be
Turboliner.
close.
They had a
Ooh.
gas turbine?
We're not gonna make it. A JSJ, I would say let's go ahead and bring ourselves to a hearty stop.
Alt.
Wait, since when did Amtrak had gas turbines?
You're a gas turbine.
I'm
Alright.
over here doing research on Amtrak locomotives.
And Adrian J, hello. Alright, so let's pull forward. And we have to basically back up with what we have, and then come back to grab the rest of it, and then shove it all back as one unit.
Okay.
Now everyone's talking about, yeah, now everyone's talking about Amtrak locomotives.
Welcome to Amtrak. Amchat. The chat where we talk about Amtrak. I'm your host, Ragtimer, and today we talk about cabbage. Okay, let's get this puppy backed up. Apparently it was a 44-tonner that they scrapped in 2019 or something.
But Mean Metal Mike's also saying a GE44 tunnel at Amtrak Beech Grove shops is used. Still in use. Huh.
And Alex
Also,
Studio,
hi,
hello.
Alex.
CSX asking about the Cabbage Company mod. That mod is dead. Will not be using that mod. Yes, welcome back to AmChat. And if you listen to this in the bathroom, it would be AmChat. Poop.
Need to stop hauling cabbage. Start hauling tomatoes.
It's better for the digestion.
Yeah, no, it's so I can throw them at you.
Oh.
Boo! Get off the stage.
Okay, JSJ, we need to bring this train to a halt.
The fact you had to split your train in two to shove it up the hill is impressive.
Oh, fun fact, we have 2 Ela Farm supply cars with us.
Oh. We should probably drop those off. While
The hill. Before you climb the hill.
So we gotta keep going back a little bit, and then we'll just death drop them.
Yeah. And look, it's a Canadian car.
Canada.
Represent.
Everyone knows that Canada's not a real place.
Tonight, Angry and JSJ move a bunch of coal hoppers. The chat is talking about Amtrak, and I'm reenacting a Top Gear intro. General. Let's see.
Correct, we do not have the second entrance open. Is that enough room, you think, or do we need more?
I think so. If you know what you're doing, that's more than enough room. We could tie some handbrakes on these. So
Oh, yeah.
Amtrak also had E44 electrics from Penn Central and Conrail for MOW trains. Huh.
okay, I'll throw the switch. You just gotta uncouple it.
I'm assuming by the word had, they no longer have them.
Just like my sanity. I had sanity. And then I met Midland 1072 Productions.
Then you learned of the wonders of pie.
Yes. But they're not pies. They're bombs. They are made in a bomb factory. Oh, crap. The fat controllers.
Yeah, Amtrak had E units, I'm pretty sure.
A bomb factory. They're bombs.
But you know what is the thing about this that I think everyone's forgetting? According to General,
This is the greatest plan. I haven't heard that one in a while.
all the E44s are gone. And we have the John Boat!
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
This
God, we
is
had
the
that.
greatest plan.
Oh, boy.
With your help, you too can stop this. We can put a stop to this.
I do not remember what possessed me to do this.
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
We'll
I
be
do not
talking
remember
about Funhouse and how they got Big Man Tyrone to
Yes,
over
I think it was
that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think that was the Satisfactory stream.
Big Man Tyrone.
Yes.
Either on stream or that might have been off.
That might have been off camera, but
Also, apparently, some of the stuff in your streaming server, I think, has gotten... Some of the soundboard things in your streaming server have gotten locked behind server boost?
Because I took my boosts away and put them in the SpongeBob server.
And you know what that leads to?
So someone else has got to boost this server so I can so we can have all the soundboards back.
6325, return to Steam.
Kicking? Oh, I want to do some kicking! Smelly. Anchovy.
It's the drift of the hours.
Anchovies!
And now we get to the point in the stream where we just start evolving into madness.
Yes, but it's okay.
Do I
I will
look
be
like
chat
I know
bitch.
what a JPEG is? I just want
Bring the big train back!
We are bringing the big train back.
Bring back the big train!
Hello, Alex. Hello again, Alex Studios. We said hello before.
Keep going back!
Didn't we say hello when Alex Studios came in?
I thought we did.
Yeah.
Oh, it's PXCK. PXCK, we haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Soundboard chaos. Yeah, we're giving the people unsolicited soundboard chaos.
Unsolicited soundboard chaos. Where was that? Where was that ping?
Angry Street server.
At where?
Oh.
Gary and
Oh.
thing.
Hold please. Where'd it go?
Does that mean we get it back?
Oh.
Yeah.
Finest eating establishment ever established for eating.
Oh, hold on. Everyone quiet.
Wee. I forgot that was in there.
Do it! Just do it!
Oh my god. PXCK was dead to the world. Membership also lapsed. That's okay. Always thankful for it, but it's never.
Office and tell him that I said, ow! And wire, main office, tell him I said, ow. Gotcha.
God damn it.
Set to M for mini, when it should be set to W for Wumbo.
Okay, let's maybe not with the soundboards unless the people ask for it.
All right, we'll reel it back. Reel it back in.
All right.
Reel it back in.
All right. I should probably get back to the game.
Yes, because
I've been
here
doing
on-
all the switching by myself while y'all are just like derpity derpity derp. Let's see what the derpity derpit is there.
What does this button do?
You are in fact correct.
Mm-hmm.
You have been doing this all yourself.
Are you getting the
It's alright,
hand
you only got... Yeah, I got them. It's alright, you only had half the train to deal with, so...
Also,
yeah,
all right,
somebody better go
CSX
back to get a... Oh, God, how many cars? We have 100 cars, by the way. Almost
CSX
3,000
saying,
tons.
CSX saying in their fictional railroad verse there was a 280 design built in the Roaring 20s that was so popular over 3,000 units were built. Isn't that just Connie's in general? Because I'm pretty sure like everyone and their brother.
Appreciate you.
Didn't like every railroad have at least one Connie? Just about.
My name's not Connie. It's Shitlord Magfest 9000.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, hey. PXCK rejoining Angry Screen. Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Cheese
back
omelet
to one of us.
Cheese omelet or eggs
Wake me when the
Benedict?
show starts.
It's already been on a while.
Wake me when it's over.
Omelette to fromage.
General, I'm upset. They closed Muppet Vision 3D down at Disney.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sucks.
And all of your
What
little
do they-
Statler and Waldorfisms remind me of them.
Yeah, What are they replacing it with again? Isn't it like a Monsters Incorporated thing?
Yeah.
So they've gotten rid of the songs of the South. They've gotten rid
Garion,
of...
you evil bitch.
What?
Garion just made my life hell. Alright, JSJ, I have no vision now. For the next 5 minutes, I have Garion's bitch.
I got you. So basically, it's kind of like if USRA made it Connie and then everyone adopted
JSJ,
it.
he already,
From the 20s.
we already used that $10 thing. So,
Oh, did we?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I knew we used the 5 from the gift membership, but I didn't know we used the 10 too.
Nope. Yes, the Muppets will replace Aerosmith on Rock and Roller Coaster, so I hope they turn that into a new Muppets Courtyard.
What?
Yeah. The Rock and Roller Coaster is getting rethemed with the Muppets. With Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Why are they re-theming the Rock and Roller Coaster?
Because I think they're
Not
like
complaining.
Aerosmith inspired.
Makes sense.
I mean, yes, I am looking forward to the Door Coaster, but at the same time.
You know what? Sure, CSX. Shoot. Let's see what the specifications are. And 5 memberships.
PXCK gifted 5 memberships, so thank you, PXCK. Appreciate you. Yes, EBT 15 reigns supreme. Return the slab, or suffer my curse. This needs to be a really weird stream.
Yes.
That sounded like hatch doors. Do you smell it? That smell.
Yes, I will very much miss Muppet Vision 3D. Or as Kermit says, Muppet Vision 3D!
I can't remember if I rode Muppet Vision or not. Because I've only been to Disney World, like, once or twice. I'd like to say I rode it, but I can't remember.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to ride it because it's a 3D show that you sit and watch the show.
Well, ride isn't a general term.
Like your mom? Let me on top of the train. I have no vision. I guess I have to run like a fool because Garion punished me. God. You know, the cool thing is we're going to have a lot of money whenever we do this. But,
Fuck, you should have told me to slam on the brakes.
I don't know where we are.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh, did we hit the... Oh, God.
That hurt.
Wait, oh shit, I fucked it up. Did
I don't
we hit the
think
bumper?
anything's on the ground. Oh, we hit it at 20.
A factor of adhesion of 4 point... Wow, okay.
Stand by while I go...
Yeah, we hit that hard.
250 PSI.
Wait,
boiler in
Kirkland loading tracks?
Oh,
wait, hold on.
obviously don't...
That's, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
What?
Pretty good.
Wasn't there a fix for this? Like the whole thing was a loading track?
I thought it was.
Because there's just 2 little spots underneath the coal.
There was a secondary mod that had to be added for that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I thought I installed that.
I guess not.
Also, you have
stand
more
by.
pain and suffering.
I'm going to pause the timer here.
You have more pain and suffering, by the way.
Give me 1
I'll be right
second
back.
here. We're fixing that real quick, because I am not dealing with Kirkland like that.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I'm
wanna just
getting.
send me
I
that
have the
file?
patch. It's on my computer. I am literally looking at the patch. For whatever reason, it was just not installed. Where is the patch? Oh, I didn't download the patch. Whoops.
58,000 pounds of tractive effort on a Connie. What? That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent.
Captain Crutch says, is it like how you installed the Davenport first time?
Oh, did I miss that?
No, Anger was wondering why the hell the Davenport wasn't working. Everything that he was doing couldn't get it to work. And then he realized he'd never installed it.
I never even downloaded it. You know, that would explain why I... Okay, where is it? Where is that stupid bitch? His name is Ragtimer, and he's a bitch. JSJ, do you need the file sent to you for that?
Yes, I do.
Wow, what a hoe. Install that with Railloader. Okay, give it 1 second here. The game's coming back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the H9s did do more than that. Like, they had like 68,000, right?
Oh. Oh.
But still, didn't the H9s... When did the H9s come out, though? Were the H9s built in the 20s?
Okay, we need a...
no, they were.
Alright.
But still, 58,000 pound, you know...
I have now added the thing in. I need to go back to my locomotive. JSJ, let me know when you're back in, because I might need to have you run it while I spot you or something, because I am now in pain and suffering mode.
Okay.
But what I was going to say is, yeah, but that's the whole thing, is 58,000 pounds of tractive effort is still very respectable. But yeah, the H9s, though, are just kind of ridiculous, though. Aren't the H9s like some of the biggest Connies that they made? Or am I just completely talking out of my ass?
You have one of those?
Thought everyone did.
Surprise. I like how this stream started off talking about logging mods, and now we're dealing with Kirkland.
Yes. But yeah, 58,000 pounds of tractive effort is still just like really respectable. My mind kind of still naturally drifts back to narrow gauge because that's what my mind deals with most of the time.
And your mind is correct for thinking that way.
And 58,000 pounds of tractive effort on narrow gauge.
Super chunk.
Yes.
All right. Back to the ass of the train.
But either way, 58,000 pounds of tractive effort is still pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah, my mind defaults to a standard gauge, which is narrow gauge.
The narrow gauge is the standard gauge. 2 foot is
Standard
narrow
gauge
gauge. Standard gauge is broad gauge.
Yes, standard gauge
Once
is broad
more people
gauge. and then
realize
broad gauge is just broader gauge. Also, hi, Heath Nelson.
Well, if we talk about broad gauge, are there, a bunch of broads on that gauge? Because, hubba hubba.
Broad gauge at the broad top.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that. Yes, welcome, Heath Nelson. Yeah, it's like 2K28's double heading.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like the type of articulated not shenanigans that the Grand was planning. Because weren't they... We talked about this before, and I think I pulled out some cursed... I think I pulled out like some cursed design that they were using, that they proposed to the Rio Grande, and then they also proposed it to the Tweetsy. I seem to distinctly remember that.
And Solaris the long haul rail fan, thank you for the $5, saying it would be nice to see some of the very early engines, such as the Rocket and the Tom Thumb. That would be interesting.
Well, apparently, Railroader doesn't want to load anymore, so cool.
Where did I put that?
God, there's a lot of negative slack here.
Alright, real talk, where did I put that?
Up your butt and around the corner.
Apparently. Because I know I put it somewhere, and I just don't know where.
Okay.
Ah, here it is. It's in your streaming servers.
In the ass?
Yes.
God,
how many
alone
pounds?
dropping all these goddamn cars.
How many pounds of tractive effort? Yeah, so for reference, the proposed Denver and Rio Grande 2882 would have had 53,400 pounds of tractive effort.
Come on, you so... Yeah, look at that. Look at that train dumping. Like it knows.
And then there
better.
was, where was the one that they proposed to the, yes, here it is. Here's the one that they proposed to the Tweetsy, which was a 2662 3-foot gauge with, where is this proposed tractive effort? Where was the tractive effort? Ah, yeah. 57,466 pounds of tractive effort.
Okay.
As a 4.8 version of that Connie classified as the M58. Oh, that's cool. Captain Crunch saying, think it was going to be 2K27s turned into a Malay. Don't think it was going to be... I think that was kind of a thought, because there was a drawing. I actually have a drawing of what kind of looks like that, where it's two sets of like inside or outside frame driver sets, like 8 driver sets underneath a giant boiler. But I think it was more of they actually contracted. It was either Baldwin or they contracted a couple companies to kind of sketch up preliminary designs. Yeah, I find it very entertaining that the Tweetsy of all things was looking at articulated.
Yep. And then Asheville and Western Rail are saying, y'all heard about the new heist cars. I have no idea what you're talking about. So enlighten us, please.
I'm sorry, I just found this again, and I'm putting it in Trains chat because I had to re-see it, and all of you have to see it now.
Oh, Heist dropped some USRA hoppers. Was that in like HO scale or something? I don't model that, so I really don't pay attention. I'm an F scale person, which means I spend way too much money on something that shouldn't be that much.
Yes. I just remembered that this existed, and all of you have to look at it. It's in Trains chat in the Discord if you want to see it.
Ugh.
There's also this, which I found again.
Garrett version of a K. That hurts my soul.
Beast.
Yeah, look in the Discord and you'll see the bullshittery that General's up to.
M58 is like NNW4. Okay. Yes, the hoe gauge.
For all the...
Did your stream just cut, or was that on my end? Oh, never mind.
Seems to
We're
be
good.
running fine.
We're good. I might, I could drop the blueprints I have of those. Hold on, let me bring those over.
You say you're a cop?
Yes. You're under arrest.
Whoa. Yeah, many a locomotive gave their lives for that abomination.
Precisely 2.
Okay. I'm stuck inside a freight car. What the fuck is this shit right now?
There are the
Oh, thank
for
God.
those curious, there are the 3-foot gauge articulated things that were being proposed to the Dergwa and the Denver Rio Grande and the Tweetsy. Also cursed K36 edits. Is that a wheelback tender on a K36?
Looks like it.
I don't. I don't hate it.
Alrighty. Well, with JSJ's PC acting up and the fact that I got 3 hours of sleep last night, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream here tonight. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, taking a look at some new mods and some other cool things. We'll probably hop back in here again sometime in the near future. I can't promise when. A lot of stuff going on, as I said. Construction of the Garden Railroad begins Saturday, so keep an eye out. We may put some photos in the Discord or something of that as we goes along. If you're new to the channel, please like the content, share with your friends, subscribe. Join the Discord if you're new here, and a huge thank you to all of our channel members, those who super chatted, donated, and all of our mod team. You guys are all awesome, and I appreciate everything y'all do. So with that, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you later. Bye.